we'll work on that a little bit more. Hey, I'm Kurt Thompson here. This is going to be an update Monday, December 7th, 2020. And I'm proud to announce that we've crossed over the 20% threshold as far as backers go, and 22% of our way to our goal of 7,500 for Trumpet Champions Incorporated. Yay! Yay! Clap, 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 clap. And I have you to thank. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The campaign's been going pretty strongly for about 5 or 6 days, but before that, for about 3 or 4 days, it was a little bit soft because I didn't announce it. And I still haven't announced it to Instagram really hard, or Facebook, and a couple other resources. I'm about ready to do that the next couple of days. I wanted to thank people personally. So, now this is just kind of informal. I just want to go through now. I didn't get permission to give everybody's name and information and their social security. So I'm just going to run through first names, and I'm just going to say your first name, and that I really thank you for being a part of this. Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. Dan. Thank you, Dan. Kevin. Thank you so much, Kevin. Gerald. Thank you, Gerald. Paul. Thank you. Paul. Thank you. Paul. Thank you. 3 times. You really went after it and gave a lot, Paul. I appreciate it. Stefan. Thank you so much. Paul, a different Paul. Thank you, Paul. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly. I'm sorry, but you're rather new to me. It's Cutler or Kutler. And I remember you were over in Europe somewhere, so forgive me if I don't pronounce that exactly correctly. Francesco Lee. Thank you, brother. How? Thank you, How. Vic. Thank you. Kevin again. All right. Thank you, Kevin. That's the same Kevin as from before. Thank you, Kevin. Lou. Thank you, Lou. And Terry. Thank you, Terry. All right. We're pushing almost 20 backers. And I'm really just proud that we got some people involved. And I believe there's a whole lot more to get involved. I'm trying to contact people and touch base with people that I haven't heard from in a long time, and tell them a little bit about me, what's going on. In a nutshell, it's just this, folks. If you can just wrap your brain around this. There is a ton of money, and you don't even need to take my word for it. Research. There are billions and billions of dollars in grants, foundations, corporate sponsors are willing to sponsor arts and community and music to the tune of almost several $billion. I didn't add it all up, but I know it's more than 1 billion. It's probably less than 10 billion. It's just sitting there collecting dust. And it's waiting for a good music community nonprofit like Trumpet Champions to come by and say, hey, we could actually use that money that's just sitting there doing nothing. We could use it to have a nice facility to rehearse in. We could use it to really compensate some of the best musicians in the world that will be in this band. We can use it to help our travel expenses when we go on tour. We could use that money. But the clincher, folks, in case you don't really have it yet, but you should get it after this message. I already found out you can't just waltz in there and make an application for 100 grand or 500 grand, even though it's free money. It's just sitting there doing nothing. They want to see some kind of track record, some kind of history. They're going to be looking at that bank account that's on the fundraiser, the Bank of America. They want to see a track record of in and out on that bank account. They want to see the different supporters and the volunteers. They want to see what I'm doing and the principals in the organization. Many performances. Basically, they want demonstration of what's going on in the nonprofit. And so that's where this fundraising is coming in. That's where you're coming in. 7,500, well, I mean, I don't have that in my back pocket. But I guess in the scheme of things, it's not real big money when it comes to nonprofit in the nonprofit community. And I want you to double check the veracity of what I'm telling you, but I think that you're going to concur what I'm saying. There are billions of dollars collecting dust. government grants, you name it. You just start looking around for music, arts, and nonprofit. I mean, it's just sitting there collecting dust, doing nothing. So if you could just please help me just get to this point where I can get liftoff, get this band assembled. We're going to do a couple things, probably not a full-fledged public performance, but by the time I make application for this, but we'll do some rehearsals, we'll take some video clips. Some of you might even be invited. We're going to get things moving along. And if the vaccine's out, who knows? Maybe we might do a couple of small exhibitions, but we're going to do enough and get enough data and enough things going, enough empirical evidence, so I can make application for the big money. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So this is the small money, but it's still big for me, and we just need it to get liftoff. I want to thank you for your help. I'm Kurt Thompson. Stay tuned for even better news, hopefully coming soon in the future.